Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video and blind woman reviews. Happy Monday to all of you. I know how Monday tends to be a very special time usually, and that means the beginning of the week is a little bit crazy usually. But today I am going to finally review Ouran High School Host Club. But before I do, quick housekeeping things and just responding to two comments, I'm going to quickly summarize. They're both by the same person, and one of them gave me a recommendation for a book. So thank you for your book recommendation for Poison for Breakfast. I'm going to look into it because it sounds interesting. Hopefully I can review it by the end of the month, but I don't know. That's my plan. Review it November 30th, but who knows, right? And also, it's mentioned that I may have recorded Lips Touch 3 times on the in another comment on the in the like when there was all that rain. I actually may have, because Lips Touch 3 times was a review I recorded before I started posting every day. So I actually was, it was in the time when I was posting for mostly on Mondays. And then I had a bunch of reviews for Mondays scheduled out before I started posting every day. So I think I recorded it all the way back in July. So it could have worked out that way. And again, before I start reviewing, also, if you have not seen my previous videos regarding Ouran High School Host Club, check out my playlist of reactions and stuff like that. So yeah, check that out, because I think that would be very useful to you. So yeah. So Ouran High School Host Club, for anyone who does not know, it's about we follow our main character, Haruhi Fujioka, who basically is an honor student at Ouran Academy. And Ouran Academy is a private school, and she's looking for a quiet place to study and ends up stumbling into Music Room 3. And there she meets the host club, which is basically where the school's handsomest boys entertain with too much time in their hands entertain young ladies who also have too much time in their hands. And she accidentally breaks a vase, so she is forced to work as the Ouran High School host clubs, or all right, mom. Anyway, Ouran Academy's host club as their errand boy in order to pay back the money that she owes, which is 8 million yen, which I think it's about $76,000. Let's see. Alexa, how many US dollars is 8 million yen?
8 million Japanese yen is 70,546 US dollars and 74 cents.
Okay, so $70,546 and some cents. So now we know. It's like a $70,000 debt, and now she has to do that. However, and as she does that, things kind of begin to shape up for the story. It's a very interesting story to experience. It's a story I think I was planning to do a spoiler review. I even had it all planned out, but I don't think I will, because the thing is that it is a story you should definitely experience on your own, because it's a story that is like, I could technically do spoilers considering that I did spoilers for 13 videos, but the thing is that it's very it's a story that I think you should experience on your own, at least the rest of it, because it definitely gets going on the second half of the story. I feel like I barely spoiled anything when it comes to Ouran High School Host Club in the first 13 episodes. But it is something that you can get a little bit more of if you watch the second half of the series. It's a good series. It's amazing. It feels kind of like it feels like when I read Harry Potter. And I basically I read Harry Potter, and I feel kind of like I'm in a place where I know I'm definitely welcome. That's kind of what Ouran High School feels like. Ouran High School Host Club feels like. I get the same feeling with like Fruits Basket and stuff like that. So Ouran High School Host Club and Fruits Basket kind of make me feel like I'm reading Harry Potter and I'm at Hogwarts. As strange as it sounds, it really is like that. It's a very interesting story. Interesting with interesting characters. This cast of characters is amazing. I love them. I love how they all get along, and how they got together was, I think, a really interesting way to do that. Tamaki being the centerpiece for most of it, and I think Tamaki is by far one of the best characters. He's definitely one of my favorites. He's a very sweet character. He's a welcoming person, always happy, always doing his best to kind of like make everyone's life definitely much better. It was also very sweet because you learn a little bit about his life throughout this anime. The one thing I want to say about Ouran High School Host Club is this. Ouran High School Host Club is what I call a product advertisement, because there is a manga for it and it continues after the anime. But these 26 episodes are basically a way to get the viewer to look at the source material. It definitely needs either a what's that called? Oh, it definitely needs either a reboot or season 2. But also, where would you go if it's season 2? I think a reboot would definitely be the best, where it's more connected to the manga. I think a reboot would be awesome. It is an anime only ending, so do know that. And I love that we have Monica Rial here as Renge, and I like Vic Mignogna's voice acting. It's actually really cool. I enjoy it. So yeah. And it's very interesting, I think. Um, so yeah, no. I do love these voice actors. I think they did so well with in the dub. Then again, the dub is the only series I can watch. I cannot watch subbed. So yeah, I do love it. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Feels like something that it's the second time I've watched it. Definitely years apart, but it's just something I want to watch more of. It's interesting to see that even though Haruhi is there, I like how she also grows, as do they. They all grow together, and this show is about family at heart, especially found families. I think this show is definitely a lot about found family, and it's a beautiful, beautiful series with a really beautiful cast of characters. Definitely watch it. They're all very diverse. They all learn. Some of this stuff is like super exaggerated, but also super cute. There's some very strange things that happen in the anime that I find absolutely hilarious. And I think it's should something that should be experienced, definitely. So, although I planned to do a spoiler review talking about the characters and their stories, I don't think I'm going to do that, because honestly, it's a story you need to experience all on your own. And it's just amazing because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful story, and it has a really beautiful message at the end about family, and how you know, it doesn't have to be like, you can have a family in a family, like in your family, but you can also have your found family outside of your family. And I think that is amazing. It's a beautiful message and I love it. Honestly, I have nothing but praise for this show. But I'm gonna leave it spoiler free, like I said. I have nothing but praise. This show has great characters, and I love its space. It's about what it's about. The twins basically getting out of their own world and experiencing the outside world. Kyoya really getting making friends in a way, because and focusing on other than gaining something, but also, you know, getting what he wants. It's Maury and Honey, and how they are basically really awesome cousins, and it's adorable. And definitely Tamaki, who is doing his best to find a family in and out of the host club, and Haruhi, who is a very independent person but also learning to reach out. And I think those are very beautiful messages. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'm nothing but praise, honestly, for this. Check out my playlist and come back tomorrow for recommendations for after Ouran High School Host Club, because I do have a couple of those, definitely, and I think it's awesome that this show exists and that I can recommend a couple. I know that one of the recommendations I'm going to recommend is going to seem super out of nowhere, but I also think it makes sense. But yeah. Anyway, with that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, consume stories.